Welcome back, everybody, to the Wind Waker HD playthrough. This is part 26, and we are surprisingly still here in the Earth Temple. And we're going to be doing quite a bit more of it. You know, I guess mini spoiler, not going to be finishing up the Earth Temple in this video because, man, it is really long. So we're in for a treat of a temple. And of course, you know, with that being said, there's going to be plenty of time skippery. Because, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Poor Medley. I think, oh, that's right, no, I don't have a key. Yeah, I guess I thought somewhere along the line I got a key. But, turns out I did not. So we gotta go in here. Now, this is going to be our first encounter with, well, not the bubbles. We've already fought those guys. Just gonna get rid of these guys real quick. Then I'll be able to show off once they appear. Sometime soon, this will happen. Of course, you know, I gotta pick up everything, because that's just me. I always collect stuff in video games. I'm sorry. But, I'm just gonna... I love how I skipped that 1 rupee, though. So, you know, I'm getting better. Getting better all the time. Bonked my head into that big thingy, and then by pulling away that big cube, we've now revealed some light. And we're gonna need that light. Perhaps momentarily, as I take control of Medley with the command melody. Here we go. Yeah, look at Medley's little feet. She's got tiny bird feet. Okay, so we gotta reveal that chest, switch back to Link, because Link, of course, is the only one allowed to open his Christmas presents here. And, what's inside? Well, it's that thing that we needed before. It's the small key. What a surprise. And isn't it funny how I knew what it was going to be before it actually opened? Here he is. I should say. Yeah, that extremely loud encounter. That was our first encounter with the Floor Masters. Now, the Floor Masters in this temple differentiate, well, you can see there's another one waiting for us near the end. It depends on who they're actually going for. Now, some of the Floor Masters will try to go for Medley, and some of them will go for Link. And I think if Medley isn't close enough, and, you know, you try to walk up to one of them as Link, the Floor Master won't come out. And you basically have to bring Medley along in order for the Floor Master to come out for you to kill him. Floor Masters aren't as devious as Wall Masters in the previous Zelda incarnations, whereas Wall Masters would actually send you back to the very beginning of a dungeon, make you go through everything all over again. Well, you know, probably not all the puzzles and stuff, just have to walk back. Floor Masters basically just take you back to the previous room, so you just have to go back through the door and try again. So, again, you know, not as devious, and I appreciate that, because, you know, I am not by any means some sort of Zelda master. So, you know, I need this, man. I need this. Also, we need some fire arrows to burn away this curtain and reveal a beam of sunlight. Man, one of those. I don't know why I'm fighting the shadow choo-choo. But, oh, one of them, apparently there was a second one, and it walked itself right on into the sunlight. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this red chew jelly, because why the heck not? Get rid of this shadow choo-choo. And then get rid of the other one. Oh, no, that's right. You're not supposed to get rid of the other one. You're supposed to save one of them, pick them up, and then put them on one of the button things there that you... Oops. Well, I think they respawn, though. It's sort of, kind of funky, I guess. Well, I guess, yeah, I mean, you don't really have to, I guess, at the very beginning, because, you know, you can use Medley and Link. But, yeah, for this particular room, you need one of the shadow choo-choos to stand on one of the buttons as its stony self, because once you step off the platform, off the button I should say, with one of them, then those conveniently placed stairs that we just revealed will go away. So like I said, yeah, they do respawn, so as long as you keep one stone choo-choo around, they won't continually respawn. But if you kill them all, they do respawn. And of course, that's necessary because you need one of them to actually press on the button. Probably should have done it with the second one, you know, just in case I made some sort of boo-boo. You know, I have a tendency to do that. So, oh, okay. I guess it was, yeah, I wasn't 100% on what I was supposed to do there. I didn't really appreciate that. It's just like, I don't know why I can't roll up those stairs. You know, I mean, yeah, they're like, you know, wall platforms or whatever that, like, you know, drop down to make stairs. But, I mean, they should work as stairs. I should be able to roll up them. Anyway, so this Shadow Choo-Choo is being a big jerk. Now, once we move that big cube, of course, it presses a button that releases the prison bars from the door. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, okay, so, so I guess that, what am I doing here? Oh, whatever. It doesn't really, I guess it doesn't really super matter how you do this, but yeah. I guess the button isn't really considered under the sunlight, so, you know, you'd have to keep putting that Shadow Choo-Choo back on there. Alright, pick up Medley, and then, there you go. I think there's like a couple of different ways you can do that. I'm pretty sure you can go back and pick up Medley, and then, you know, just like go up, you know, the cube or whatever that we pushed down, and then, you know, go up there as Link, and then have Medley fly up, I guess, but, you know, whatever, that was just the way that I chose to do it. What the? Okay, yeah, I counter-strike that guy, and then I thought that would be like an instant kill. Turns out it wasn't. Although, yeah, now that I think about it, not every one of the counter-strikes is an instant kill. You know, I did that with the Dark Nuts and the Moblins, so whatever. I don't know. I'm thinking of the smelly lava Goma guys. Again, I can't remember their names, but I'm not going to look it up this time, because I'm too lazy now. Alright, so we need Medley and her fancy sunlight moving harp to blast away these walls, basically, by just pointing the sunlight at the sun sort of symbols on the walls. And we gotta kind of do that for each side here. Now, of course, you notice there are a couple above, but we can't quite get to those just yet. But there is one more thing that we have to do. And it's to get that sort of clay-looking statue off of the cube behind Medley right now. Behind and to the right. Yeah, I was a little bit, you know, confused. It was like, I think the walkthrough was telling me, you know, point the sunlight over the cube, you know, and get rid of the statue on it. But, actually, I'm not sure if it said there was a statue on it. It's just like, point it over the cube. Yeah, again, the walkthrough isn't the most clear. But, you know, I still got it done. And so, yeah, one of those walls actually revealed a, one of those, pot kettle things. A cauldron, that's it. I love how Medley, like, automatically runs out of the way. That was, interesting. Okay, pushing this cube onto that button. Releases the bars, and then we can push this cube over here, and then that reveals a treasure chest. Nice! See, now this is how teamwork works. Although, you know, I wish it was kind of, you know, a little bit quicker to switch between Link and Medley. You know, like a button press would be nice. You know, not always having to use the command melody. But, I guess, for the, mechanic and the plot and, all the ways that, you know, this was made, I guess it made sense. Okay, thank you for telling me. Oh, neato. Alright, well, thank you, King. You're a gentleman and a scholar, as some would say. Alright, switching back to Medley, we gotta use her fancy power of flight. Whoop, 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 whoop. And we're up here. Huh. You know, I was actually... Oh, cool, a couple of fairies. I was actually, editing this video in front of, some of my IRC pals while we were on Skype, because, you know, I can do that. And, I was wondering, you know, in this particular spot, when Medley, you know, just, like, you know, pulls out her wings and just flies up over that big gap, I you know, asked them, the ones that were familiar with the Zelda series, if there was ever a time when Link ever had, you know, the ability to just fly like that. You know, like, not fly forever or anything, but just, like, you know, be able to fly over, you know, like, high walls and stuff like Medley's able to. And I think it was Seventh Disaster that said the closest thing was like the Skyward Sword, where you could glide. But yeah, nothing ever really like that, which I think would be really nice. You know, I think it would be really cool to just be able to fly, at the very least, you know, short distances. But anyway, this is our first encounter with these jerks. Now, these ghostly, ghastly jerks are called Poes. And they kind of screw up your controls if they, you know, sort of possess you, I guess. And Link does like a really goofy dance for a little bit. But then they just seem to go away. Now, if you actually want to fight them, you need to have Medley point the sunlight at them so that they're, you know, they're not transparent. And then Link can beat them up from there. But we're just going to avoid them for right now. We're just going to have Medley pull out the harp and blast away these statues, because that is necessary and important if I could aim them properly. Here we go. Okay, and one more should do it. And boop. Okay, so now we're able to go over to that treasure chest, but we can't quite get up there just yet. We're going to have to switch back to Link first, I think. Oh, no, I'm actually going to fight, well, sort of fight this Poe. We're just going to help Link beat him up. There we go. Just sort of, yeah, there we go. Now he's hittable. He just starts running around like that. That's great. And, yeah, they only take 2 hits. They're big wimps. And that's it. Okay. So, yeah, I guess, you know, maybe being possessed by the Poes isn't actually like a super bad thing. You know, once you get rid of the Moblins, the Poes aren't really like a big threat. Now we're going to go up here and get that treasure chest, and inside we find, oh, a joy pendant. Okay. You know, why not? Again, you know, I actually don't know if you need any more joy pendants or skull necklaces after this point. But, hey, you know, just the walkthrough said to get it, I'm going to go get it. So there you go. I got it. Okay, we're going to pull out the boomerang here for this next fight. We're going to have a mini-boss battle. Again, you know, I'm not a big fan of these stairs. I don't like how they beat up Link when he tries to roll across them. And just sort of, okay. Oh, I see. I was going to bring Medley up here. I don't think it's 100% necessary for this portion. I think the walkthrough hadn't actually told me to. And what is she doing? This is not how you go upstairs. I think the walkthrough hadn't told me to, because you can't actually... Oh, no, that's right. Okay, we got to go on this side first. So this side you can actually go in with Medley. Although, yeah, I don't think her presence is necessary. Yeah, I could have just left her in the previous room. This is going to be our first playthrough encounter with Redeads. And, as, you know, similar to previous incarnations, they let out a shrill scream that terrifies Link to the point where he can't move. And that glitch was interesting. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that. They scream to the point where Link can't move, and then they try to gap close. But you can actually regain control just before they hit you. And then fight them. They take just a few hits, and then they go into like this really creepy fetal position for several seconds before they finally die. Hey, my magic's back. Alright, so yeah. I was trying to figure out some sort of way that I could sort of hit them from far away. The boomerang wasn't quite doing it. Yeah, I don't know why the boomerang does that sometimes, where it just kinda, I throw it and then it just kinda comes back immediately. Well, I hit him with that bomb, but that wasn't quite enough to beat him. I think I needed another bomb. That's okay, he's way far away to hurt Link. Oh, hello! I thought I actually beat him that time. God dang it. Alright, we got him. That is just strange. Very, very strange, man. Again, you know, I never really played Ocarina of Time, except until, like, I think I did, like, the first dungeon, and then that was just, like, it. But, I never really got to experience the joy of dealing with the Redeads. Alright, so this is the portion where you can't really take Medley. I love how Link just, like, sets her down and then goes in by himself. So, yeah, we got a mini-boss battle here. And, these guys are called, Stalfos. Stalfos? Oh yeah, Stalfos, okay. So yeah, that's the singular and plural form of these guys' names. They're a little bit annoying. These skeletal, I don't know, they look like goblins, I suppose. Just sort of, yeah, you gotta blow them up first, and then that explodes them into many small bits. And then from there, you have to, whoops. Whoa, well, I didn't quite do that the way you're supposed to. But once the head is bouncing around on its own, you have to smash it with the skull hammer, and that'll defeat him. Although there's no, like, 100% guarantee to actually hit it, you just kind of gotta time it right. Yeah, again, I don't know why it does that. It's just like, am I not getting close enough, or what's happening there? But anyway, it's sort of, yeah, there we go. Beat him up, and then by beating him, that wasn't quite the end of it. Out of the coffins rise another 2 Stalfos. Wonderful! I had so much fun with the first one, let's just do it again another 2 times. And by that, I mean let's super speed it. So, yeah, dealing with these guys is not the biggest fun in the world. So I'm just gonna read some information, you know, just go through that. I'm still on the release, actually. And I was talking about the Hyrule Historia the previous time. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned the part where it said a Ganondorf figurine was released with a special edition copy of the Wind Waker HD, available exclusively through GameStop. Of course, you know, nowadays, people, you know, like on Reddit and stuff, you know, just gamers in general, have a very, very big problem with retailer exclusive things, you know, like promotions and stuff. It's just like, you know, pre-orders and stuff, people don't like that. It's just like, why are you pre-ordering a game before, you know, everybody knows that it's, you know, bug-free and stuff, like, you know, it's just that whole controversy that's going on now. But from that big fancy chest, we got the mirror shield. So, of course, the mirror shield is going to work just the same as our old shield, but this time we'll be able to use it like Medley's harp and reflect sunlight. Someday I'll move. Alright, so yeah, this part, you know, I'm going to be 100% honest here. I was very confused as to how to use the mirror shield. The problem was I put the sword away. And by doing that, I can't actually hold the shield in front of me to, you know, reflect the sunlight. So I was wandering around there and like crawling around on the ground for a good couple of minutes, trying to figure out, well, why isn't this working? I'm holding ZR and nothing's happening. Turns out I needed to have my sword out. Alright. Thanks a lot for that game. So, wow, you know, that shield looks nice and fancy. I like that. You know, it's like Link's getting an upgrade. And yeah, I can't ever seem to dodge the little torches that moblins hold, you know, that's just like they go for that cheap shot where they throw the torch at you, and I just can never seem to dodge it. Also, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I was trying to target the moblin. It wasn't quite happening. Yeah, at the same time trying to not be possessed by the Poe. There we go. Dealt with those guys. Now we can move on. Medley's somewhere here, I think. Oh, I guess I'm gonna find her here in a sec. I have no idea where she went. Oh, she's over by... Oh, okay. I see. She was over that way. I didn't look that way at all. But yeah, I guess I might as well finish out this section of information. The game was originally launched on the Nintendo eShop on September 20th, 2013. Reggie Fils-Aimé denied the early digital release as being part of any policy shift, saying, quote, "We had an opportunity given the value change to make sure we had a strong product offering for Zelda loyalists, and to get them firmly in the Wii U franchise. This is not a policy change or some grand signal by launching the digital version a few days earlier than the physical version." I tried to do that in like a Reggie sort of voice, but I don't think I pulled it off very well. And then finally, the Wind Waker HD was released in Japan on September 26, 2013, in Europe and North America on October 4th, 2013, and in Australia on October 5th, 2013. Poor Australia, always getting stuff last. It's just like, it seems like, I think that is most of the time true. I think Australia does get stuff last. Although, you know, it does kind of change, you know, from time to time. You know, sometimes NA gets stuff first, sometimes Japan gets stuff first. I think one of the releases, wasn't it Mario Kart 8? EU got it first? I don't remember. But anyway, for this particular portion, we got to do something fancy and have Medley reflect the sunlight downward, and then Link reflects the sunlight back in order to hit that sun symbol. You know, a little bit of time skippery there. I think I took way more time than I should have, so I just kind of cut that whole portion out of me command melodying Medley. So we got to do the same thing again here. There's only one beam of sunlight, and we got to reflect it across to the other side of the wall, around the corner. So we're going to point Medley's beam of light this way, stand in it with Link, and, oops, stand in it with Link, and then there we go. And this part isn't like 100% necessary. This is just for some free money, because, well, you know, I like free money. That was a lot of free money. See, you know, I came into this dungeon, I think I had 86 rupees. Now I have 335, so I'm very happy. Very, very happy indeed. Okay, so here we are. Oh, hey, we're back here. Oh, huh. Alright, a little bit of a crazy time skip. And then we're back in this room with the scary-looking face. But before we actually do stuff with the scary-looking face, we gotta go back into this room with the Floor Masters. And see, yeah, it won't come... Oh, never mind. My bad. I almost spoke too soon there. But yeah, no, that will actually happen in just a moment. I'm going to switch out the boomerang for the bow again. I think the walkthrough had actually told me that the boomerang would be good against the Stalfos. But, I mean, it was good for stunning them, I guess. But it's just like, it wasn't super cool. But yeah, this is the one. So this Floor Master refuses to come out unless Medley is nearby. See, he's just kind of... He's just kind of got a thing for Medley. Yeah, he's refusing, man. I don't even think Link can lock onto him. It's just like, you know, he's completely harmless. Oh, I see. I was having Medley just follow me instead of picking her up. That's more. Oh my God! Oh jeez. He jumped out and grabbed Medley so fast it freaked me out. It's just like, oh no! It's like my brain immediately shifted into like panic mode. All right. So now we're done with it. Now we gotta go on the other side here. Yeah, here we go. Just kind of gotta get Medley to stand on top of that button. See, it would have been a lot more convenient if I just had Link stand on the button and then, you know, just go through with Medley. But, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I would have to play the command melody anyway, so, alright. Fine. Okay, so in this room we go, and I don't think there's anything really dangerous in this room. It's just, this is for more free stuff. Gonna shine a light on these two sun symbols. Although I don't think you have to do both. And then we reveal a treasure chest. And get more free stuff. Another Joy Pendant! Hooray! Okay, and I think that's it for this room. And, you know, just... Like I said, you know, it's just sort of side free stuff. Quest-y stuff. I don't know. Medley? I love how she just, like, resets to... Actually, I was gonna say she resets to the beginning of the room, but she resets to where you left, or where you came out of a door with her last. As, you know, the room with the pose was any indication. We came out of that side room together, and then instead of her appearing at the beginning of that room, she actually appeared in that upper room. Okay, so now, luckily, both Medley and Link can reflect the sunlight. I remembered to pull out my sword this time. And we can both reflect the sunlight into both eyes. And then magic happens. Because, you know, like magic hasn't been happening the entire time of this entire playthrough. Just like, yeah, here's some more magic. So we're going to pick up Medley and go down these conveniently made stairs. And then that's going to be it for this part of the Wind Waker HD playthrough. Join me in part 27, where we'll be seeing what's below the big scary face. See you all next time.